All right, here we go. We are going to be doing Module 3, Lesson 2, the problem set. Module 3, Lesson 2. Make sure that you have that ready to go, so as we continue on, you'll know what to do. Okay, you are going to need to have your meter stick. We're going to be using it as a number line again today. And I need you, if you would please, to put your finger on 50. We're going to put our finger on 50 and we are going to count back 9. So finger on 50, counting back 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you went from 50 counting back 9 and got to 41, you're exactly correct. So 50 take away 9 gets me to 41. I can use my meter stick as a number line. Hey, let's try another one. This time we're going to do 60 and we're going to take away 9 also. So you're going to start at 60 and take away 9. Where does that put you? If you said 51, congratulations, that would be exactly right. So 60 take away 9 would be 51. This time we're going to start at 80 and take away 8. So get your finger on 80. You take away 8, and let's see where that puts you. 80, take away 8, should put you at 72. If I get going too fast, you can always pause the video and get yourself caught up. So now we're going to start at 40, and we are going to take away 8. So get yourself over to 40. Take away 8 and tell me where you end up. 40, take away 8. If you said 32, congratulations. 40, take away 8 does put me at 32. Let's try 90, take away 8. 90, take away 8. So I got to come all the way over to 90, and I am going to count back 8. Are you looking at that? 90 take away 8. Hopefully you're working this out with your equation too, and hopefully you came up with 82. So 90 counting back 8 puts me at 82. Let's try 79. Take away 9. Oops, not 79. I am so sorry. I meant to say we're going to start at 70. We're staying with multiples of 10 for right now. 70, take away 9. 70, take away 9. Well, 70 take away 9 should put you at 61. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of these and then we'll move on to something else. 30, take away 8. And 20, take away 9. Those 2 problems I'd like you to try. You might need to pause your video for just a minute while you work those 2 problems. Remember, you're starting on 30 and then you're going to start on 20. Pause the video. Okay, are you back? 30 take away 8 should have put you at 22. If you used your measuring tape to figure that out as a number line, and 20 take away 9 should have given you 11. So congratulations if you're seeing how to do that. All right, so we're going to try some others with our number line. This time we're going to start on 52 and take away 3. So if I do 52 and I take away 1, 2, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I'm starting at 52. So my finger is at 52. Oops, sorry. Here we go. My finger is on 52. And I am taking away 1, 2, 3, which should put you at, did you end up at 49? Well, I did too. 49. This time we are going to do 73, and we are going to take away 4. So we're at 73, and we're counting back 1, 2, 3, 4. If you counted back 4, I'm sure that you got from 73 counting back 4 got you at 69. Okay, let's go from 42. So I got to get to 42. 42, there's my 42 right there. 42 counting back 3. Would you figure out 42 counting back 3? Did you say 39? Congratulations if you did. Let's have you try 63 take away or counting back 4. 63 counting back 4. 63 counting back 4. Did you come up with 59? I hope that you did. And 85, let's go to 85, and we are going to count back 6. 85 and counting back 6. Counting back 6 from 85 should have given you 79. And 35 counting back 7, would you give that a try? 35, so I got to get myself to 35. 35, and I'm going to count back 7. Use your number line on your meter stick to be able to find out what that would be. And hopefully you came up with 28. 35 counting back 7 gives you 28. All right, so yesterday you remembered working with our number line that was a number line that was actually a clock number line. We practiced skip counting by 5s, and remember yesterday how we taped this together and we made a circle. A circle number line measures the same way a clock does. So this is a number line that's been put into a circle and measures time. So we're going to practice counting ahead and counting back to see how many minutes have passed. So if I started at 0 minutes and I counted 10 minutes, and I counted 10, 5 and 10. How many minutes have passed if I started at 0 and counted 5 minutes and 10 minutes? If you said that you counted back 10 minutes, congratulations. This time we're going to start someplace different. We're going to start at 20 minutes, and we are going to see how many minutes pass by when we go from 4 to 8. So we're going to start at 4 and go to 8. We're going to see how many minutes pass by. Are you ready to help me count? So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 minutes pass between the 4 and the 8 on the clock. 20 minutes have passed. So let's start at the 2. Let's start at 2, and let's count and see where we end up when we count to the 5. So we're going to start at 2, and we're going to skip count by 5s until we get to the 5, and we're going to find out how many minutes have passed. Ready and counting. 5, 10, 15. Did you say 15? I hope that you got that right. And my friends, if you need to have a little clock like this, I made some extra ones. You're welcome to stop by anytime and pick one up for yourself, or you can make one that you can use at home, copy one off of the internet, or whatever you'd like, or even use a real clock that you might have at your house. So let's start at 1, and let's count all the way over to 10 and see how many minutes pass between 1 and 10. Are you ready? Start your counting with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. If I start at 1 and count clear over to 10, 45 minutes would have passed. What if I started at 12 and counted all the way back up to 12? Let's see how many minutes passed if I do that. Are you ready? And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. If I go all the way around my number line, I have counted 60 minutes. Let's start at 11 and count all the way over to 10. So that's going to be a long ways to go. We're going to start at 11 and count all the way over to 10 and see how many minutes pass by. Are you ready to start counting? Ready and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. If I started at 11 and counted all the way over to 10, 55 minutes would have passed. Okay, you can continue to practice that a little bit more on your own. Okay, quick little reminder about what we did yesterday. Here is a bundle of 100, this is a big bundle, and a bundle of 10, that's a small bundle, and a single. So we are going to do some counting by ones, by tens, and by hundreds. Let's start counting by ones first. Let's count from 1 up to, let's start with 1, and we're going to actually start at 23 and count by ones until we get to 30. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, if we were counting by ones. Now we're going to change that just a little bit, and this time we're going to count by tens. So if we were counting by tens, should have done that a different way that last time. So we're going to count by tens, and we are going to start at 30. So here's 30, and we're going to count by tens until we get to 90. Are you ready? So here's 30. What's that? 40, 50, 60, and 70. So counting by tens, 10, 20, 30. That's what was here when we started. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we counted by tens. We started at 30 and counted the rest of the way up. So let's now switch that, and we're going to think about this bundle of 100. So I have a bundle of 100, and we are going to start at 100, and we are going to count to 100 and 140. So 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. So I started at 100 and I counted by tens until I got up to 140. 100, I don't need to count all of those because I know that's easy. 100, 110, 130, 100, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. All right, so now this time we are going to say that I am going to begin at, let me get my whiteboard. We are going to begin by counting 6 100s. So we're going to start by counting at 6 100s. I'm going to put that down, so that's going to be 6 of these big bundles. We're going to start counting at 600. So I'm going to draw 600. I don't need to draw all of those, but I want to count from 600 up to 690. So 600, and then I'm going to add my bundles. 610, 620, 630, 640, 650, 660, 670, 680, oh my gosh, I'm really running out of room, and 690. So there I started at 600, and I had to skip count by tens until I got to 690. So 600, 610, 620, 630, 640, 660, I've got to start that again. 600, 610, 620, 630, 640, 650, 660, 670, 680, and my last one that's just barely showing, 690. So we can skip count by tens, we can skip count by 100s to get ourselves quickly to where we want to be. So this time I am going to start counting at 791. I want to get from 791 up to 800. Well, I'm going to start at 791, and I'm going to continue to count by ones. 791, 792, 793, boy, that's sliding around. 794, remember I want to get up to 800. 94, 795, 796, 797, 798, 799, And from 799 with one more puts us up to 800. So I can count by ones, I can count by tens, starting just about anywhere and get myself someplace that I want to be. You can practice that a little bit more on your own as well. All right, let's take a look at a word problem. We have Ben and Dad who have sold 60 chocolate chip cookies at his school bake sale. So 60 chocolate cookies at their bake sale at school. If they baked 100 cookies, how many cookies do they still need to sell? All right, so we are going to use cubes and read, draw, and write to solve this problem. So Ben and Dad have sold, oh, that's an important keyword. That's how many are already gone. Ben and Dad have sold 60 chocolate chip cookies at their school bake sale. If they baked 100 cookies, so this is how many they started with, how many cookies, that's going to be important, how many cookies do they still need to sell? I'm going to underline my question. So I've circled numbers 60 and 100, and I have underlined the question, how many cookies do they still need to sell? So I know that my answer, my written answer, is going to be Ben and Dad still have this many cookies to sell, because that's the question that I need to answer. When you have a word problem, you need to have a word answer as well. I'm going to need to draw a diagram. I know how many cookies they started with, don't I? I do. So let's see, how many cookies did they start with? Well, they started with 100, because that's how many they baked. They started with 100 cookies, and so far they have sold, how many have they sold? So far they have sold 60. I need to figure out how many more do they have left to sell. Left to sell. That's what I'm needing to figure out. So I've helped you get this problem set up. Now you're going to need to do an equation and tell me how many cookies Ben had left. Stop the video. Ben and Dad had left to sell. Stop the video and then come back and we'll take a look and see how you did. Don't forget your equation. Don't forget to write your word answer. Stop the video. Are you back? Well, I hope your equation was 100 cookies, take away the 60 cookies that were already sold. 100 take away 60 would give you 40. So they have 40 left to sell. We answered our question. Ben and Dad still have 40 cookies left to sell. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our problem set. We are going to draw and label and box, draw, label, and box 100, and then draw pictures of units, the number of units you use to count from 100 to 124. So we are going to start at 100. That's how many we're beginning with. So I don't even need to draw a picture other than the fact that I know I'm starting at 100, but I want to get to 124. I'm starting from 100, and I'm going to count to 124. So I'm going to go 100, and then I'm going to add 10, 10. So that's 10, 10. Let's see where that takes us. So I have 100 and 110, 120. That's getting me close, but I still need to have 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 120, 121, 122, 123, and 124. So if I started at 100 and I counted my way up to 124, that is what my diagram would look like. A large bundle, which equals 100, 2 tens, and 4 ones. So 1 100, 2 tens and 4 ones, which gives me 124. All right, so let's come down and we'll try the next one. So this time we're going to start at 124. So I'm starting at 124. Okay, so that's a bundle and then some. And then I have to draw the units to be able to get me from 124 to 220. So I need to get from 124 up to 130. Am I going to do that with tens, or am I going to do that with ones? What would be the most efficient way to go from 124 up to 130? So 124 up to 130. 124, and let's go ahead and start putting in some tens. Hopefully you didn't, oh, wait a minute, not tens. That would not be the best way to do this. Oh my gosh, there's my eraser. My goodness, Miss Star, you got to get yourself up to the nearest 10, don't I? So I'm going to do 1, 2, so that would be 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, and this last one would put me at 130. So 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, and 130. But I've got to get all the way up to, oh, wait a minute, I was going from 124, oh, up to 220. Oh my gosh, I've got a long ways to go, don't I? So I'm at 130. Maybe I need to get myself up. Oh yeah, I know what I need to do. So I'm at 30. I think I'm going to have to start doing some tens here. Aren't I going to have to start doing some tens? I sure am. Wow, I'm going to have to do a bunch of these. 10, 10, and 10. So from 130, 140, 150, 160. Wow, I'm not even close. Better keep going. Here's another group of 10, another group of 10, another group of 10. So from 160, 10, 10, 10, 160, 170, 180, 190. Whew, I'm almost to a 200. Okay, so let's do another group of 10, would give me 200. Wow, whew, I'm still not there. Where do I have to get to 220? I guess I better do another group of 10, which would put me at 210. And one more group of 10 would put me at 220. Whew. That is where I wanted to get to, from 124 up to 220. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tens to get me to 120. Let's continue. This time we're going to start at 85. I'm just going to make that 85 in its own little box, okay? And I need to draw the units that will get me from 85 to 120. Well, let's see. Let's get from 85 to 120. So I think I'm going to add enough ones that I can get to 90. So that would be 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90. So that was 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90. Could you keep going? Could you figure out where to go from here? I want you to pause the video and see if you can figure out how to get up to 120 from 85. I got you up to 90. I would like you to try and go the rest of the way. Okay, are you back? So I get 85. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not there yet. Oh, yes, I am. I am too. So if I did another group of 10, if I did a group of 10, would that put me at 100? Yep. So am I where I need to go yet? No, because I need to get to 120. So I think I'm going to try another group of 10. That next group of 10 will take me to 110. Another group of 10 will take me to 120. Is that where I was trying to get to? So 85 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones, and another 3 groups of 10 would take me to 120. So this time you're going to try number 4 all by yourself. The only thing that I am going to do is get you started on 120. I'm going to get you started on 120, and then you need to draw the rest of the pictures with the units that you need to get from 120 to 193. So you're starting at 120 and you're going to 193. Please pause the video. Are you back? Well, let's see how you did. Did you do a group of 10, which puts us at 130? Another group of 10. I'm going to do a couple of these because I think I'm going to need a bunch. Let's see where these get us to. So here's a 10 and a 10 and a 10 and a 10, so 130. Up 10 more is 140, 150, 160. Where am I trying? Oh, I'm trying to get to 193. 170, not there yet. So let's do another group and maybe another group of 10, a small bundle. 180, oh my gosh, 190. I'm almost there. I still have to get 3 ones. So there's 191, 192, and 193. Did you get all of that written out? With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens plus 3 ones gets me to that magic number of 193. Now these look a little bit different than what you've been doing, but we're still going to try to figure out how many in all. First of all, we need to know how many ones and how many tens. Let's start with that, and then we'll find out how many stars there are in all. I like the fact that these are in twos because it will make it really easy for me to count by twos to find out how many ones there are. Ready? And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. Looks like there are 40 ones. And I could go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, but that just takes a lot longer, so I'm not going to. So 40 ones would be the same as how many tens? Well, I noticed when I was counting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 that each one of these columns was a group of 10. Did you notice that too? Each one of these columns was a group of 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and my last column, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So how many groups of 10 do I have? I have 4 tens. What does that mean for how many stars I have in all? Well, that would be 10, 20, 30, and 40. 40 stars in all. All right, so 40 ones is the same as 4 tens, and 4 tens is the same as 40 altogether, or again, 40 ones. All right, so you're going to try number 2 without me. It says there are bundles with 10 sticks in each. So these are small bundles, friends. These are small bundles. They kind of look a little bit like they could be individual sticks, but they have that little wrap around. So I need you to find out how many tens there are, how many hundreds there are, and how many sticks there are in all. Okay? Shut the video off and give it a try. Okay, did you come back? Well, let's see. Let's count by tens. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh my gosh, there's 100. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to block that off as a group of 100. It will be so much easier for me to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, I put 1 too many in there. I just can only have 10 in there. Sorry about that, my friends. I make boo-boos sometimes too. And I just made one right there. So I've got 10 100s, or 10 tens, plus another 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 100. Well, wait a minute. How many tens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, there's 14 of those. Whew, I probably should have put that number in first. But I did notice that when I have 10 bundles, 10 bundles of 10 is 100. 10 bundles of 10 is the same as 100. So how many hundreds were there? Can I make another group of 100? I don't think so. There's just one. Hopefully you got that one right. And now I need to know how many sticks are there in all. Well, I can start by counting at 100 because that's easy, and I'm just going to continue to count up. 100 plus 10 more gives me 110, plus 10 more gives me 120. Whoops, not 112. Oh, missed our 120. Another 10 gives me 130, and another 10 gives me 140. So 100, 110, 120, 130, and 140 in all. Okay, so take a look at Sally. Sally did some counting. Look at her work and explain why Sally counted like this. Well, we're going to do this one together. Looks like she's counting by ones here. So 177, 178, 179, 180. And then something changes right here. She counted by ones, didn't she? Until she got to her she not counted by, yes, she did. She counted by ones. So she did 177, 178, 179, 180. But look what happens when she gets to 190. She starts counting by 190, 200, 210. She right here changes from counting by ones. To make it easy, she starts counting by tens. So now she's counting by tens because it's just faster. So 177, 178, 179, 180, up 10 more puts me at 190, up 10 more puts me at 200, up 10 more puts me at 100 or 210. Then she goes back to counting by ones again, because she wants to get to 114. So 110, counting up by 1, 111, 112, 113, 114, because her golden number is 124. So she started off counting by ones, picked up the pace and counted by tens until she needed to count by ones again. So she's looking for fast ways to be able to count up to larger three-digit numbers. So let's continue on. I would like you to try these two problems on your own. So you're going to show a way to count from 68. Okay, we're going to start big with 68, and we're going to count to 130 using tens and ones. So I'm going to start you at 68. And then you're going to come down. Well, let's just try number 4. We'll come down and do number 5 in just a minute. So shut off the video. Shut that video off. Okay, are you back? So if we started at 68 and I wanted to get to 130, I think I am going to have to do some counting by ones as well. Am I not? So I am going to try to get up to the next whole number, which would be, wait a second here, yep, which is going to be 70. So let's go 68, 69, and 70. 68, 69, and 70. So I started at 68, counted by ones until I got to 70. Could I make my counting a little bit easier if I switch from ones back to tens? Well, I hope you did. So let's do several tens and see where that takes us. Let's do several tens. So that's a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10. I don't know, I might have to erase one of those. So I'm going from 70 to 80, from 80 to 90, from 90 to 100. Okay, I'm still not where I need to be. I need to get up to 130. So there's 100, 110, 120, and 130. Well, that was a pretty good guess, Miss Star. So to get from 68, I added 2 ones, which put me at 70, and then I skip counted by tens. So from 70 to 80, from 80 to 90, from 90 to 100, 100 to 110, 120, and finally 130. All right, so let's take a look at problem number 5. Sally in her classroom, Sally made, oh wow, look at this. She made 17 bundles of 10 straws. That's a lot of bundles of 10 straws. How many straws does she bundle in all? So I've got 17 bundles of 10 straws. Holy Toledo. I don't know about you, but I know that 10 bundles, I'm going to give you this little hint, 10 bundles of 10 is 100. So 10 bundles of 10 is 100. I think I could save myself a whole lot of trouble if I started with 10 bundles of 10, which I already know is 100. Could you finish the counting to find out how many she has? So far she's got 10 bundles. How many more is she going to need? All right, shut the video off. Okay, are you back? Well, I hope so. So 10 bundles of 10 is 100. Let's get some more bundles of 10 here. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but I'm going to draw a bunch because I got to get clear up to 17 bundles. Oh, I guess I do know. So there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, I'm going to need another bundle of 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 bundles. All right, so let's keep on counting. So we have from 100 up 10 more gives me 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, and 170 total sticks. So 170 is how many does she have in all? She has 170 straws. 170 straws. I'm going to put that word right there. 170 straws in all. Okay, congratulations if you got that far. Good job. Now let's go ahead and flip over. We've got our exit ticket. I'm going to remind you to put your first name, your last initial, and today's date, and then you are going to finish the exit ticket and send it to your teacher. I am going to go over it with you really quickly, not going to tell you how to do it, but rather just read it. These are bundles of hundreds, tens, and ones. How many straws are in each group? So it looks like you've got hundreds here, hundreds, maybe I'll help just a little bit, hundreds, tens, and ones. That's all I'm going to do for you. So you're going to need to do this one and this one. Tell me how many straws are in this picture and how many straws are in this picture. Then you're going to count from 96. I'm going to get you started. With 96, you have to count up to 140, just like we did a minute ago. And then you're going to fill in the benchmark numbers to get all the way up to 300. Please remember that if you just try to count by ones the whole time, you're not going to end up at 300. So you want to simplify your counting, either counting by ones, tens, or hundreds, whichever makes you get to 300 the fastest way. And with that, I will say farewell. Send that to your teacher right away because that's an important thing for us to be able to see how you are doing day to day. Bye.